Scenario: during a major sales pitch, a client raises a concern that your product might not meet their needs. How do you handle this objection? A. Assure them that all their needs will be met without specifics. B. Address the concern directly by discussing how your product's features can be adapted to meet their specific needs. C. Suggest they might be happier with a competitor's product. D. Postpone the discussion to get more information. Correct answer: B. Address the concern directly by discussing how your product's features can be adapted to meet their specific needs. Reasoning: directly addressing client concerns shows responsiveness and dedication to client satisfaction. Demonstrating how your product can meet their needs or be adapted effectively reassures the client and helps build trust in your solution. Scenario: you discover that another department is inadvertently using outdated data, potentially affecting their project outcomes. What action do you take? A. Ignore it since it's not your department. B. Informally suggest they check their data sources. C. Directly inform the head of the department of your findings. D. Send an email to the entire company highlighting the mistake. Correct answer: C. Directly inform the head of the department of your findings. Reasoning: communicating directly with the department head about the use of outdated data ensures that the issue is addressed promptly and respectfully, minimizing potential project risks while fostering interdepartmental cooperation and trust. Scenario: you are managing a high-performing employee who suddenly starts missing deadlines and delivering subpar work. How do you approach this situation? A. Issue a formal warning about their performance. B. Arrange a private meeting to discuss any issues they might be facing. C. Monitor their work more closely to put pressure on them. D. Reduce their workload immediately. Correct answer: B. Arrange a private meeting to discuss any issues they might be facing. Reasoning: understanding the root cause of the change in performance through a private discussion can help identify whether there are external factors such as personal issues or burnout affecting their work. This approach shows support and can lead to effective solutions that help the employee return to high performance. Scenario: you need to cut departmental costs by 15% without reducing staff. How do you identify areas to reduce spending and implement cost cuts? A. Cut all discretionary spending like team events and office perks. B. Perform a detailed analysis of all expenses to identify non-essential expenditures. C. Implement across-the-board cuts to all department budgets. D. Involve team leads in identifying cost-saving measures within their groups. Correct answer: D. Involve team leads in identifying cost-saving measures within their groups. Reasoning: involving team leads in the cost-cutting process not only empowers them but also leverages their detailed knowledge of their operations to identify smart, sustainable cost-saving measures. This collaborative approach helps ensure that reductions are thoughtful and minimize negative impacts on morale and productivity. Scenario: your company is merging with another company, and employee anxiety about the changes is high. What steps do you take to manage this change effectively? A. Keep all plans about the merger confidential until the last possible moment. B. Provide regular updates and hold Q&A sessions to address employee concerns. C. Only discuss changes with upper management. D. Assure employees that nothing significant will change. Correct answer: B. Provide regular updates and hold Q&A sessions to address employee concerns. Reasoning: transparency and communication are key during times of significant change like mergers. Regular updates and opportunities for employees to ask questions and express concerns can help alleviate anxiety and foster a smoother transition. Scenario: you're presenting a new strategy to senior management when you realize there's a significant error in your data analysis. What do you do? A. Continue with the presentation as planned and fix the error later. B. Admit the error immediately and propose to reschedule the presentation. C. Try to cover up the error during the presentation. D. Blame the error on a team member. Correct answer: B. Admit the error immediately and propose to reschedule the presentation. Reasoning: honesty and integrity are critical in professional settings. Admitting the error and proposing a rescheduled presentation demonstrates accountability and commitment to accuracy, which are likely to be valued by senior management. Scenario: you are managing a project when a key stakeholder proposes a change that could delay the project significantly. How do you handle this request? A. Reject the change outright to keep the project on schedule. B. Assess the impact of the change on the project's goals and timelines. C. Implement the change without review to maintain stakeholder satisfaction. D. Negotiate a compromise that minimizes the impact on the project schedule. Correct answer: B. Assess the impact of the change on the project's goals and timelines. Reasoning: assessing the impact of the proposed change allows for an informed decision that balances the benefits of the change with the project's timelines and goals. This approach ensures that decisions are data-driven and consider both short-term schedules and long-term project success. Scenario: you're tasked with leading a team that has historically had low morale and high turnover. What initial steps would you take to improve the team's dynamics and retain talent? A. Meet individually with team members to understand their concerns and suggestions. B. Implement immediate rewards for high performance to boost morale. C. Overhaul the team structure without consulting team members. D. Introduce strict performance monitoring to identify underperformers. Correct answer: A. Meet individually with team members to understand their concerns and suggestions. Reasoning: engaging directly with team members to gather insights and feedback can help identify underlying issues affecting morale and turnover. This approach shows leadership that values open communication and is committed to making evidence-based improvements. Scenario: during a critical negotiation, the other party suddenly backs out of a previously agreed upon deal point. How do you handle the situation to keep the negotiation on track? A. Immediately accept their changes to maintain the relationship. B. Use the opportunity to revisit the entire deal and push for more favorable terms. C. Seek to understand their reasons for the change and negotiate a compromise. D. End negotiations as it's clear the other party is unreliable. Correct answer: C. Seek to understand their reasons for the change and negotiate a compromise. Reasoning: maintaining professionalism and seeking to understand the other party's perspective can provide insights that lead to a compromise. This approach helps preserve business relationships and keeps negotiations moving forward productively. Scenario: you receive feedback from several clients that your company's customer service response times are too slow. What actions do you take to address this issue? A. Dismiss the feedback as isolated incidents. B. Increase the customer service team's size by hiring more staff. C. Analyze customer service processes to identify bottlenecks. D. Offer discounts to dissatisfied clients to mitigate complaints. Correct answer: C. Analyze customer service processes to identify bottlenecks. Reasoning: conducting a thorough analysis of existing customer service processes can help identify specific areas where delays occur. This data-driven approach allows for targeted improvements, potentially enhancing response times without necessarily increasing costs. Scenario: you are leading a product launch when market research indicates that consumer interest is significantly lower than expected. How do you proceed with the launch? A. Proceed as planned, ignoring the market research. B. Delay the launch indefinitely while reassessing the product's market fit. C. Revise the marketing strategy to better align with consumer expectations and interest. D. Cancel the product launch and redirect resources to other projects. Correct answer: C. Revise the marketing strategy to better align with consumer expectations and interest. Reasoning: adjusting the marketing strategy based on consumer feedback can help realign the product with market needs and improve its reception upon launch. This proactive approach demonstrates adaptability and a commitment to meeting market demands. Scenario: a new policy you implemented is unpopular with a significant portion of your staff. How do you handle the pushback? A. Insist on adherence without further discussion. B. Organize a meeting to discuss the policy's benefits and listen to staff concerns. C. Immediately revert to the old policy. D. Promise to reconsider the policy in the future but make no immediate changes. Correct answer: B. Organize a meeting to discuss the policy's benefits and listen to staff concerns. Reasoning: facilitating an open dialogue about the new policy helps address concerns and explain the reasons behind the change. This inclusive approach can lead to greater acceptance of the policy or identify valid adjustments to better meet staff needs. Scenario: you discover a discrepancy in a report prepared by a respected colleague that could potentially impact the company's financial projections. What is your course of action? A. Correct the error yourself without mentioning it to your colleague. B. Report the discrepancy to your supervisor immediately. C. Discuss the discrepancy with your colleague to understand the context and decide on corrections. D. Ignore the discrepancy to avoid potential conflict. Correct answer. C. Discuss the discrepancy with your colleague to understand the context and decide on corrections. Reasoning. Addressing the discrepancy directly with your colleague can help clarify whether it was a simple oversight or a misunderstanding of data. This approach fosters a collaborative work environment and ensures accuracy in critical company documents. Scenario. Your team is resistant to a new technology that you believe will increase productivity. How do you encourage adoption? A. Mandate its use and penalize non-compliance. B. Provide training and highlight the benefits of the new technology through demonstrations. C. Ignore their resistance and continue with your plans. D. Allow the team to decide whether to use the new technology. Correct answer. B. Provide training and highlight the benefits of the new technology through demonstrations. Reasoning. Offering training and demonstrating the technology's benefits can help alleviate fears and misconceptions. This supportive approach encourages adoption by showing the practical value of the new tool in enhancing their work efficiency. Scenario. You need to delegate an important task to a team member, but all qualified candidates are currently overburdened. How do you handle the delegation? A. Assign the task to the least busy team member regardless of their experience. B. Split the task among several team members to lessen the load. C. Take on the task yourself to avoid overburdening your team. D. Discuss the situation with qualified team members to find a feasible solution together. Correct answer. D. Discuss the situation with qualified team members to find a feasible solution together. Reasoning. Engaging team members in finding a solution not only helps distribute the work more effectively but also respects their current workload and commitments. This participatory approach can lead to innovative ways of managing work without compromising on quality or team morale. Scenario. During an important client meeting, a technical issue disrupts your presentation. How do you handle the situation? A. Apologize profusely and end the meeting early. B. Attempt to fix the issue yourself while keeping the client engaged. C. Move to a discussion or Q&A until the issue can be resolved. D. Blame the IT department for the technical failure. Correct answer. C. Move to a discussion or Q&A until the issue can be resolved. Reasoning. Shifting the focus to a discussion or Q&A maintains the flow of the meeting and keeps the client engaged while the issue is addressed. This flexible response demonstrates professionalism and the ability to handle unexpected challenges effectively.